Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda The Oracle of Ages. On the last episode, we beat the Moonlit Grotto, netting us our third Essence of Time, which is a good thing because we need them, blah 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 blah. And once we got that Essence of Time and we left the dungeon, we found Dimitri being tortured by those damn dirty Tokays, so we saved him, and now he's giving us a ride back to the mainland. He's not so grateful that he's going to stay with us, just grateful enough to, give us a trip away from that silly island filled with dinosaurs. I mean, who'd ever pick up an idea like that? I mean, that is just ridiculous. Now, Tingle said if we came back and talked to him after we got some more mystical seeds, he might do something. So we're gonna go talk to Tingle, but of course, we have to blow up his balloon first. What's this? Look at all the mystical seeds you've gathered. Tingle the fairy can make it so your satchel can carry more seeds, shall I? Okay, that sounds good. Very well then, Tingle shall work his magic. Close your eyes, Tingle, Tingle, Kulimpa! So now we can carry more seeds in our seed satchel, which means, we have more seeds for our seed shooter. And our seed shooter is a very good thing. God damn, I just said seed a lot of times. But yes, now we can carry 50 seeds. So we have the seed expansion for this game. So, that's always a good thing. So, now that we're done with Crescent Island, we've, upgraded our seed satchel, we should get on our way to go find the next essence. Now, the next essence, we need to go close to where the woods was, where the woods for the second dungeon was, but we're gonna go up instead of going down directions. That's how they work, to go to the next place. So we'll just go ahead and go there. But oh look, it's Impa, and she has a bird. What do you need? Lunk, great timing. This bird just told me that Zelda is on her way to Lena Village, so I came to meet her, but oh, what a mess. A red monster appeared right before my eyes and carried Zelda off. It flew towards the tower. What am I to do, Lunk? Zelda is a symbol of hope for the world. If anything happens to her, all hope will be lost. You must save... Oh, we gotta save Zelda. Oh, darn. Well, I guess it's the first time we've had to save Zelda, and this is the third Legend of Zelda game that I've Let's Played, so that's a pretty good track record. So let's go save Zelda. Let's do this shit. Fire! A turtle works faster than you. You're too late, Lonk. You did me a favor in Hollow Drum. I've taken the princess you're looking for. I think if you could save her, blah words. Yeah, that's an example of me not being able to talk. No, that's Fire. If you remember, he was Onyx's henchman in Oracle of Seasons, and now he's back for some revenge. His revenge this time being, kidnapping Zelda. That silly Fire. Oh crap, Fireball. So this little section's really interesting. It's kind of styled in the same way that the arcade Donkey Kong game is, where you're climbing up, gotta dodge the fireballs. Well, I guess before they were barrels, but fireballs, barrels, they're close enough to me. They're objects that you gotta dodge. But we have a bit more leeway on the stuff, and things take the ladders a lot more than they do in Donkey Kong. I don't think this is over. Gar har har goodbye. That was really funny that how we beat him and then he laughed. Thank you for rescuing me. My name is Zelda. You are Lonk, right? I knew it at first glance. Take this as thanks for rescuing me. And she gives us a ring. Aww. She should know though, we're a one tree man. We're dedicated to the tree of our life. So, the tree ring does nothing for us. Zelda, you're safe. I'm so worried. Why did you come alone to such a dangerous place, this dangerous, peaceful village? I'm sorry I made you worry, but I saw it. A world filled with sorrow and despair, withering away. Lonk, the triangle on your left hand is the mark of a hero. We cannot let Varen do as she pleases. Only you can thwart Twinrova and save the world. Please, Lonk, chase the darkness away with your mighty hand and protect this land. Yeah, we'll protect this land with our hand. You know it, girl. But this little section right here is just, it won't be in the game if you're not playing a linked game, as this, connects back into the plot with Twinrova and such. So, this won't happen if you're just jerking around with a normal game, because, jerking around with a normal game, if you're playing this as your first game, as opposed to your second, like I am. So, plot stuff's happening. Zelda's now involved, which is always a neat thing. Now we have Zelda to look out for, because, that crazy dame had to come out here. Oh, princesses these days, always, getting themselves in trouble, getting carried off by giant monsters. It's what they're good at. It's what they've always done, so, we'll let them continue to do what they're doing. Before you cross that bridge, though, you want to come in here and talk to the happy mask salesman. I'm so hungry, my stomach hurts. I'm hungry! Pardon me, I just thought you could help. I'm hungry! Give him the tasty meat. Yes. Meat! What's this? Hand it over. Food at last. Chomp chomp. Why are you staring at me? Oh, you want something? How greedy, how mean! You won't leave until you get something? Fine, you can have this. Paw meat! And then we get the doggy mask. A dog lover will love it. So there we go. We've helped him in his trade quest because he was very hungry and couldn't leave his shop. It's very beneficial if you just go ahead and get this this trading item out of your way, because where we are going to be going for the next Essence of Time, the next thingy in the trade quest is here. So you want to go back to Lena Village after you get the dog mask and talk to Mamu Yan, the top dog breeder in town. My dog is much cuter than that dog, much cuter, but my dog is very shy. Well, that doggy mask, it fits my dog perfectly. Let me have that doggy mask. Give her the doggy mask. Yes. So, for this part of the trade quest, we're giving her a dog mask to put on her dog because her dog's shy, so it'll look like a dog instead of looking like a dog. So, you know, that'll help it with its problem. But if you come back in, her dog won't be wearing the mask, which is a bit odd. Oh, and it's actually probably a good thing that we had to come back to Lena Village, because there's an old friend we need to go ahead and go talk to, of course, it's being Meaty, because, you know, we need to go check up on Meaty. This time checking up on Meaty being a lot different than the others, because where is he? Where could he be? Meaty, though, has become a man with a beard. I, Meaty, have decided to take the same tree-lined path as my father. So Meaty is now completely grown up and decided to become an arborist just like his dad. So he's going to spend his entire life just digging at that single plot of soil inside of his house for some reason. But, you know, he's grown up the way that we raised him. So we should be proud of our boy, because, you know, we did more than his parents did, because, you know, any decision that they had to have made, they just kind of stood there and like, oh, fuck, what do I do? Lonk needs to come tell me what to do, or else I don't know what to do with this child. It is very confusing. Okay, we'll go ahead and mess with you, Maple, even though we already have your heart piece. We've stolen the heart of this young maiden, but, you know, maybe she'll have something useful for us we can bump into her. No, nothing useful. And that's where some of the things I got close to us kind of, you know, just glitched out. Even though I just said that, her being kind of useless, that's not true, seeing as she has, you know, her section of the trade quest that we have not done yet. Because she wanted some sort of book, but we do not have some sort of book, we have a dumbbell. And the last time I checked, books aren't dumbbells. Like, I'm not an expert or anything, but I can say with maybe 10% certainty that our dumbbell is not a book. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But look, here is a carpenter. Those lazy, worthless fools. Just as we're building this bridge to Symmertry City ruins, they go off on a break. I wait and wait, but they don't come back. We'll never get the bridge done at this rate. I'll go find them, but the terrain around here is too rough. A man can't navigate it on his own. Pah, what a fix. So he wants us to go get his carpenters, but as he said, it's too rough to navigate on our own, so we're gonna have to come back, once, you know, we have a way to get around a bit easier, since there's a bunch of, you know, like, long, gaping paths, and we can only currently jump, like, one square. So we're gonna need something really convenient that can carry us really far. Something really convenient, like the help of a fairy. Listen, it's a mess. A big, winged, bear-like creature got lost in our forest and can't get out. We're playing a little trick, but now it'll never get out. Can you help us find it? Do you get our problem? I do not understand what you just... Okay, we'll help her. So conveniently, it's time to go get our animal partner. Now, this little section will be different depending on which animal partner you get. My animal partner, of course, being Moosh, since Moosh was the animal partner I got in Seasons, and when it comes to a linked game, you get the same animal partner that you did last time. But it's just like the area to the left of the Sunken City in Seasons, where it differs based on what animal partner you have. Now, there's a little shortcut you can take through the forest right here. This Great Fairy being an NPC that's part of the secrets thingy, where you link up the game, and you get all the fun secrets and stuff. So we're gonna ignore... Hi, Moosh. Well, damn, that was pretty easy. Thought we'd be here for a while. I was just kind of jerking around while I was spinning my finger around, and we... you know, found him, because I was just pushing up and down. Wow, that was a lot easier. Oh my, wow. That was good. I'm gonna continue to use my words and not just say wow over again, because I'm impressed. I thought that'd take us much longer. Thank you, Lonk. I thought I would never get out. You're always helping me out, Lonk. I must help you in your adventures too. Maybe I can help like I did in Holodrum. So take this flute. So now we're gonna have our animal buddy. We, of course, getting Moosh, like I said. So now we're gonna go back and go deal with some carpenters now that we can, you know, get across the terrain, because it's too difficult to get around on your own. But now we have a motherfucking flying bear. No one's gonna stop us. No one except for somebody made out of water, because Moosh is afraid of water. He can't do that whole water thing. But you know, as long as there's no water involved, we're good. Before you go off to go find the carpenters, come back and talk to this guy again. Because you need to talk to him to get the quest initiated. I'm not sure if you need to come up here the first time and talk to him like I did. I just know that after you get your animal friend, you need to come back and talk to him to kind of initiate the quest. I have no clue why that's programmed like it is, but it is, so you just kind of have to roll with the dialogue boxes. So now we just need to go grab the carpenters. There's only 3 carpenters. That's a few less carpenters than there was in Ocarina of Time, I believe. I don't care to use my brain right now, because, you know, we're playing a lovely, lovely little Zelda game, and actually it's probably going to be the other path, because it's always like the path that you don't choose. Oh no, this is the right path, so that's good. Although, this one, oh, I was like, why is this gonna lead me? Where is this going to lead me? Because I'm like, there's 2 paths here, and this one's a cave, but you know, just treasure. There's good old treasure, and there's a bunch of levers around here, which is kind of a jerky move. Because, you know, we're flying around, and then they can just kind of pop up and kick our ass a little bit anytime they want. But, you know, that's not a problem, because we have found the second carpenter. I'm the boss, but I wanted to hang out a little while longer, but I can head back. So now we just have one more carpenter to find. I'm really hoping after the last carpenter you find that it warps you back. Otherwise, you know, we have to fly back on our bear. How inconvenient is that? Come on, game. Like, I only have a flying bear. I can't believe I'm actually complaining about something that hasn't even happened yet, just assuming. Because, you know, it'd be really convenient for the game to warp us back after we find the last carpenter, but, you know, that's probably not the case. Knowing games, well, I guess games can be pretty nice sometimes. So, we'll hope for the best, and I believe this cave is a fairy fountain. Yeah, so you can just come in here if you need to heal, and she's just gonna go ahead and heal us, because we are 1 heart down. I just had to confirm that, just so it wasn't just like a treasure, and there's just like treasure sitting there for the rest of the game, just taunting us. But you know, oh, actually, never mind. I was gonna say, we can make a shortcut by just busting out our seed shooter and breaking that one bush, but you know, it wasn't too much of a problem. Now we'll just have to head back. Oh, it is gonna warp us! That's good! Ha ha! They're finally here! They were just late. Well, get to work. No more breaks until the bridge is done. Yes, boss. Now, I can see why these guys take as long as breaks as they do. Just look at this. They're making that bridge in seconds. They just kind of walk out there, no materials, no tools, and they just push this bridge into existence. They're either incredibly lazy and have these awesome magical powers, or those powers just take up a ton of energy. That's so cool. I mean, they just push bridges into existence, but, you know, whatevs. So, now that we have this bridge built, because, you know, it's the way we're heading, we better go see what's up ahead. And like the head carpenter said, this is Symmertry City, ruins. So this used to be a city, but now all the shit's fucked up because, well, it looks like Fireland happened. So, hopefully, if we go back into the past, it won't be Fireland yet. And we can, you know, help them out. And helping them out is always a good thing. And conveniently, there are 2, you know, little time portals for us right here, so we can head back into, you know, the past, see what happened, maybe help them out, and, you know, we scratch their backs, maybe they'll give us an essence of time, because, you know, that's how my priorities work. So welcome to Symmertry City. It's not a ruins yet, although it looks pretty bad, and it looks like it's currently in the state of becoming a ruin. So let's talk to one of these girls and see what's up. Help! Help! The tuning nut is broken! What, will you listen to my problem? Sure. The closer the Black Tower gets to completion, the stranger the city gets. When the tuning nut broke, the city fell out of balance and the volcano started erupting. The tuning nut is the city symbol. We dutifully worship this nut. They worship it? Never mind. The rules of Symmertry City require that a left and right be in perfect balance, but the tuning nut at the center of the city is broke. Symmertry City is all out of balance. If we don't get the tuning nut fixed and put it back, Symmertry City will be destroyed by the eruptions. Do you understand? I don't know if okay, I understand. I've given the broken tuning nut to my husband, but he can't climb Restoration Wall. So we're going to go ahead and go get the tuning nut from her husband, and then they have a thing called Restoration Wall, where if you climb up, there's a guy at the top who will fix it. So we'll go ahead and visit him, but before we do, you want to come in here and talk to this guy. Sway right, sway left. Move left, sway right. Move right, sway left. I'm so skinny. I wish I could change. Luckily for him, though, we have a barbell, dumbbell, barbell, whatever you want to call it. So he can now exercise because he only has one dumbbell. And according to the laws of Symmertry City, you know, everything has to stay symmetrical. So he can't just work out one side and then work out the other. He has to do both at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and trade on our dumbbell and get his dumbbell. And his you know, speech thingy just seemed to last a lot longer than other trade quest things do. But, you know, whatevs, whatevs. This is a guy who's, you know, dedicated to swaying, but now he's gonna, you know, work out. And he rips off his mustache and gives it to us. So, you know, we're now have a mustache of a man as a thing. And he's changed his motto from swaying left, swaying right to getting all the girls. Excuse me, should actually probably take a drink of water. But I will be fine. I don't need no freaking water. I mean, this place is on fire. Well, I guess they have water in here, but, you know, whatever. I'm gonna assume this guy is her husband, because, you know, she was on the left side, and he's on the left side. Ow, I was injured by a rock that shot out of an eruption. If you want the tuning nut, go see my brother across town. Okay, let's go talk to her brother. His brother. Yeah, we're seeing her husband, and then her husband's brother, because, you know, the tuning nut's just getting thrown around town. You think for, like, for Symmetry City, even if everything's broken, they would just keep it in the middle, just to keep everything symmetrical. And then it looks like he's just going to say the same thing, but hopefully this guy's the brother, so he'll just, you know, go ahead and give us the tuning nut. And I think he went ahead and explained the restoration wall a bit more. Like I said, there's a guy at the top, the guy's name being Patch, because of course, you know, Patch's going to patch up this tuning nut, and he lives on restoration wall instead of in the village, because, you know, crazy people, and that tuning nut looks more like a broken bell pepper than a nut, but, you know, whatever. I'm not an expert on, you know, all the nut life, so whether it's a macadamia or a cashew, I couldn't tell the difference until I put it in my mouth, and then somebody informed me what it was. But, you know, that is not important, because we have to get a tuning nut fix so we can fix a city. Now, this area up ahead will be a bit difficult for us to, navigate at the current time, but luckily for us, we will be able to get a new ability that will make it easier to navigate just up ahead. And why the hell don't I have my whatever. I won't need to kill these cheap sheeps. As long as I have my harp out and my rocks fed, we should be fine for this platforming section. As long as there's not just like a million cheap sheeps ready to kick our ass. But, you know, whatever. It's only a few cheap sheeps just as a minor annoyance. But that's fine, that's fine. Let's see what this guy has to say. I am Toki. I research time. After many years of research, I'm one step away from perfecting a tune that lets one move forward in time, but it seems I've hit a roadblock. Echoes produce waves. What could it mean? I think he should just relax and listen to our song. Maybe that'll make him feel better. Oh, it looks like it had some effect. That's the tune of Echoes. That's the tune my research lacked. It has answered my remaining questions. Now I can finish my tune. And just like other people in Game Boy Zelda, well, namely the Oracles, to get anything done, you have to do a dance with some song stuff. Well, I guess he is composing a song, so I guess it makes more sense than, you know, it usually does. But still, he's, you know, dancing, making a song that will do something good for us. So let's see what he does for us. Ye of many tunes, I grant you a new tune. Time flows when you play the tune of currents. When you play this tune, you'll immediately drift back to your own time. If you're in a place, blah, blah, blah. This song that he just well, we're currently playing it, but this song allows us to go from past to future. It won't allow us to go from future to past, but it gives us a nice shortcut, and there's a lot of options well, there's a lot more we can do with, you know, the whole timey-wimey thing. And you actually need this ability to be able to navigate this area leading up to Restoration Wall, which is really confusing. Like, how were these people planning to get by, like, this place without, you know, this magical ability to travel through time? I guess, you know, that's not the right question we should be asking, because, you know, they're characters in a game. They're not the main characters, so they're kind of better than us when it comes to getting around places, but they can't fight at all, so, you know, trade-offs. And if I'm right, I'm thinking that there's a heart piece we can get around here if you use the song in the correct place. Because now, with this ability, we can travel from, you know, future to past without worrying about the whole time portal thing. And what it does is it creates a little portal that allows you to go back, but only in that place that you're standing. So it's a nice little shortcut. But it won't allow you to, like, you know, just go back and forth as you please. But it's a good thing, and we'll be able to get around a lot easier with this. I'm hoping the heart piece thingy is around. The difficult thing about it is if you warp into a place that didn't exist, like in the past or the future, like if I would have warped into that wall instead, it just sends you back, which can be a bit annoying if you're trying to just kind of gauge where you need to be, and you don't know the terrain of the other time. So it can get a bit annoying sometimes, but you know, it's more useful than it is detrimental to us. So, you know, always a good thing. I should actually probably pull out my sword so we can kick some ass of any of these, I almost call them Iron Knuckles, the Dark Nuts. I want to know how they came up with that name. They're like, this knight. Oh, I got it, Dark Nut. There we go. That's a good knight name. And that owl probably tells you the secret, like, oh, in the future there's a hole, because that's kind of the hint. There's a hint to where Toki is, where the guy who teaches you the song, in that if you go in the future, that little spot that you dive, there's actually like just a hole there. So you're supposed to, like, you know, go back into the past and there's water and you can dive through. So it's just one of those little things. And moblins are, I guess they're actually pig-faced moblins, I believe their name is. But you know, there's still enemies that we need to kill. And I almost hit a because I wanted to jump, but we can't jump because if we try to jump, we'll instead play a song, and it takes time. We gotta wait for it to finish, and that'll be annoying, you know, all that jazz. Now this little area right here is kind of neat because you can play around with it, and I think we're actually going to need our other tune, because I'm right, there's a time portal under this rock, because there's a neat little addition, neat little thing that we can pick up if we go ahead and just mess around with this area a little bit. Because in the past there's a cave, which leads you to this area that lets you mess with the water, which you guys will see in just un momento. This little block here, if you push it, it changes where the water's going, so one side will dry up and the other gets filled with water, which doesn't sound too useful, but in the future, it kind of limits where you can go, where you can and can't go. So now the right side has water and the left side doesn't. So now we'll just go ahead and take a hop into the future, and we'll actually play the song right here. So, you know, we have that time portal a bit out of our way, so we don't accidentally meander into it, because I tend to do that. But, you know, whatever. That beanstalk thingy, we're also going to have to push to the other side, because the right side is the correct way to go. But if you come over here and toss a bomb in, something good will happen, I think. Oh, yeah, good. Did you drop a golden bomb or a silver bomb? And just like the honest person we are, we're just going to tell the fairy we dropped a regular one. You're an honest person. I'll increase the number of bombs you can carry to reward you. So now we can carry up to 30 bombs, I believe, after she blows us up. Holy fuck! But yeah, 30 bombs. So there's our bomb increase. So, you know, we've gotten both our seed satchel increase and our bomb increase in the same episode. So that's a good thing. So now we'll just hop back into the past, move the beanstalk so we can continue onwards to Restoration Walks. We're getting pretty close to it. And when I say pretty close, I mean we're basically there already. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, I don't know what just happened. I just completely zoned out. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. But you're gonna want this area to be filled with. Actually, wait. Did we go up or down? Yeah, we go up. We go up for the time being. You're supposed to go down, but you can't get by because there's those rocks. But we'll be able to get back in the past. But we're gonna need our sword because, you know, enemies. One thing that I kind of like is the enemies are weaker in the future and then stronger in the past, which is kind of makes sense. Well, I guess you can make it make sense if you want it to make sense, because, you know, things were more feral in the past and they're wild, then they're stronger. That was a really shitty explanation. Dinosaurs existed in the past, thus things in the past are stronger. So, like, if you were to meet a lizard like 400 years ago, it wouldn't be exactly a dinosaur, but that lizard would kick your ass. That is logic right there, and I will stick to it. See, because now they're blue spiders, which means they have 2 HP as opposed to 1. And I'm sure if we would have killed a bunch of all the monsters we've seen instead of just kind of walking around them, we probably would have bumped into Maple there. But you know, we're not too worried about Maple. Once we get her book, we'll go find her. But you know, for the time being, she's not too important to us. But now that we're in the past, this area right here that was previously blocked off by rocks is now open. So I really have no clue how the villagers plan to get here, other than, like, you know, that they're characters within the video game who aren't the main characters, so they can break the rules. So they're like, oh, I can climb across this rock wall that you could not climb across. And actually, I just noticed that area. That cave there is where you would go if you were to go up in the past. So we'll have to go check that out after we do the next dungeon. You know, because the next dungeon's actually in this relative area. Go figure. But here we are. We're at the top of a restoration wall, and there's Patch. So in the next episode, we'll talk to Patch, get the tuning net fixed up, and see if we can help Symmertry City. So I'll see you guys then.